Hey guys, so first off, I just want to apologize. I think there's some like construction going on outside, so I just want to apologize for that because you might hear some stuff. But I wanted to get this filmed because I've been wanting to film this for a while. I have been collecting for a year now, a little over a year. I started collecting in September of last year, and I kind of just want to show how my collections evolved, I guess. First of all, I started off collecting when I didn't have a job or anything. I'd just stay home. I'm like 16, so like I just do chores and I'd get money from my parents and I'd save up, and that's how I bought like my first few albums. And then I got a job early this year, and this is basically what my income has gone towards. I'm really lucky, I'm really fortunate I'm able to do this, because some people like, you know, my job is just for pleasure, like just to buy my wants, not my needs, because my parents give me like what I need, like food and shelter. So I'm really like, I just want to showcase this collection and like show how grateful I am for being able to collect. And yeah, okay, let's just get on with it. So originally I was planning on doing this whole thing going from like the first album I ever bought to my most recent album, but like honestly, like in between I've kind of forgotten which comes before what, so I'm just gonna go in order of groups, and I'll start off with BTS because this was the first album I ever bought. This was what started off my collection. It's the Love Yourself Answer album. Originally I was planning on like opening all these albums and like showing them to you, but you know, that would just take way too long, and maybe one day I'll do separate unboxings for each album if anybody wants to see that. But for now I'm just gonna show the album and that's it, like show the front. But yeah, this is my first ever album. It was really special to me. I remember when it came and I just freaked out because I'd like never had an album before, so this album's really special to me. Moving on, I have all four versions of Persona. This one's version 4 and version 3 and 4, and then I have that coming out, and then I have version 1 and version 2. I'm actually thinking of maybe selling 2 of these versions because I honestly, this was an impulse buy, buying all 4, and now I think about it, I really don't need all 4, so I might think about selling 2 of them later on, but I'll see that down the road. Next, and this is the last BTS album I own, and that's the Dark and Wild album. I was in Sydney and I saw this album and I just wanted to buy it because, one, I'd never actually bought an album in like real life. I always buy albums online because they're not available here. So when I was in Sydney I bought this, and yeah, it's actually like the packaging, it took me a while to figure out how this opened. I realized it was like that. But yeah. Also for BTS I have the Wings album. I have the G version, and this is the one that has, oh, it came with the I forgot that Polaroid was in there. It has RM and Jungkook mostly pictures, and it's really cute. I really love this album. It's fun, probably one of my favorite BTS albums. And now I want to move on to my SHINee solo albums, because I have a few and I'm collecting all of them. So this is what I have so far. I have both versions of Taemin's Move. I bought this before I even got into SHINee or Taemin because I just like really loved this album, and like I just wanted it. Like I loved the music, I loved every single song, and I ended up buying both versions, and I really love this album. It's like one of my favorites. But yeah, and then the next one is Want. This is the More version, because I'm pretty sure there was like the Want and the More version, and this is the More version. I really like this album as well. And then I have the Ace album. I don't have the other version. I'm planning on like collecting other versions later on. Right now I'm just happy with having just the one version. And then I have Press It, which I really love. I love the material of this. This is probably like, material wise, I really love this. Like, this is so nice. I love the way it feels. Sometimes I'll just take it out and I'll just feel it. I know that's weird, but it just feels so nice. Alright, next we have Jungkook's albums. I have Base and I have the purple version. I love this album as well. I just think it's so pretty, and there's actually, I didn't realize this until I got this album and I opened it, but there's like a secret song that I never knew about. Like, there's the bonus track, but there's a secret song on here, and that's only available it's only available in the album, like in the CD. So I think that's pretty cool. I was like shook when I saw that. I was like, wait. Okay, moving on. Poet Artist. Oh, I love this album so much. This is like probably one of my favorite albums, like in general. I just love every single song on here. It is a true work of art. Yep. And then I have Key. I have Key's repackage, and it's I Wanna Be. I really love this album. I love the title track. I love every single song. I love the pictures, but oh, it's so pretty. Also, I just realized this, but I forgot to add this in. This is Taemin's famous album. This is in a different shelf from all the other solo albums, so I forgot to like put it in with like Taemin's collection. But I have this. This is the limited edition photo book version, and it's really pretty. I really like it. All the pictures in here. This is my second Japanese album, and it's just, oh, I love it so much. I remember getting this and just being so ecstatic because it took so long to come. I've been waiting for it for so long, but no, I really like this album. So since I just did all the solo albums from SHINee, I think I'll just do the group now. So I'll start off with this. This is The Story of Light. It's the first EP. I really like it. Oh, I bought all 3 of these because I have the second one. I also have the third one. These stickers keep coming off, but I want them to stick. But I bought all 3 of these as a bit of an impulse buy. I was just like, I woke up one morning and suddenly decided I wanted these, and then I spent all my money. But no, I really love these albums. All the songs, the photo books are so pretty. Like, each one has like its own like kind of style, and I really love that. Like, they did such a good job on this album. I love it so much. Okay, so I'll just put these 2 together because they're like similar designs. This is the Married to the Music album and the Odd album. I think this is version A, but I'm not sure. But oh, it's kind of creepy. It's low-key creepy, but I kind of wanted the clown. I love like the packaging for this. Well, I have a bit of a I don't really like the jewel case, because jewel cases are just so annoying to open, and I'm always scared I'll break it. But like the whole design, like I really like the design, even though like clowns are creepy, but I like it. And this is the Married to the Music album. I got this like maybe early this year or like sometime in the middle, and I just died. I was like, oh my god, this is so like beautiful. The photo book's really nice as well, but it's like I'm really scared like if I open it too often, like I'll like rip it because it's just so delicate. But no, I really like these albums. So next I have 3 of their older albums. I have Hello, 2009 Year of Us, and I have Romeo. I'll start off with Hello. I just love like SHINee's like this era. I love their older era. It's just so like amazing to me. I just love it so much. This is Romeo. Romeo, I reckon, is like one of the cutest photo books. Like, look at how cute that is. Like, oh my goodness, like I'm melting. I really love this album, and the back was, I didn't actually know this until I got it, but the back cover is random, and I got Junghyun, and I was just like so excited. I was like, yes, it's my boy. But yeah, and then I have the 2009 Year of Us, and like I sometimes forget I bought this album because I bought it like so like randomly. I just saw a seller selling it, and I was like, I'll have it. The one problem I have, like, it's really nice, like the photo book and everything, but the CD, it just like keeps coming off from like its placement, and it's like kind of annoying because like I keep dropping the CD, but no, it's fine, I'll live. Okay, and then I have their first album, and it's The Shiny World, and it is just, oh, so precious. I love this so much. I think this might be, I'm not sure, this might be the oldest album I own. I think it is, but I really love it. Oh, it's so nice. I just love the pictures and everything. I love it so much. This is my first Japanese album. It's SHINee's 321 album. I like keeping the ads. This is like such a cute album. Even though this isn't like the limited edition or anything, I just really like the way this looks. So next I'll do GOT7. This is their Eyes on You album. This was the era where I got into GOT7, and it just felt right to get this album. And GOT7's packaging, like JYP's packaging for their albums, like for their group's albums, are just so like they're my everything. There's a poster in here. Just this whole album is just so pretty. Like I can't like. Oh, I love it so much. I bought this when I was in Sydney, when I actually got to see them in concert. And I was really lucky, and like, oh, that was my first concert, and it was like, they really know how to put on a show. Like, they were so good. So the next albums I have are the Present You albums. I actually have 2 of these. One of them is, a Jin Young version, and the other one is a group version. Actually, the reason I have 2, I was actually initially I was only buying one, and it was this one. It was the group version. But when I got it, and I opened it, there wasn't a CD, so the seller forgot to put in the CD. And they were really apologetic and stuff. But like, because I thought, I had sent them a message and they hadn't replied in a few days, so I thought I just got scammed. So I went to buy another one so I could get like the photo cards and the CD, but then by then they had sent the CD. So basically, long story short, I have 2 versions now. But yeah, I bought this album for a friend a year ago, like just when I'd started collecting, and I just gave it to her, and like it was just so pretty. Like I was thinking, damn, like I'm going to get that album one day, like, and I finally did. It was definitely worth it. Like I actually kind of like having 2 versions, because like now I have a group version and like one of the members, so I like that. Next I have ONEUS. I have stanned ONEUS since pre-debut, so when they came out with their like debut mini album, I had to buy it. But no, this is just such ONEUS are just such an amazing group. And they're like one of the very few groups that I like actually properly collect. And like this album is such a like solid body of work. Every song is good. And I can't hate ONEUS. I love them so much. Okay, and then I have their 2 versions of their Raise Us album. This is their second mini album. It was their first comeback, and the packaging for this is just like, it comes with so much stuff. I love it so much, and I just had to buy both versions because I'm ONEUS trash. But yeah, I love these albums. They're like so pretty. Love all the songs, and like, oh, they're just so nice. Next I have Mamamoo, and I'm not gonna lie, my Mamamoo collection is pretty dry at the moment. I'm still working on them. They're my old group, like they're my old girl group. But so far I only have these 2 albums. This is like my favorite album by them. When this album came out, I knew, I was like, it is time to make these girls my alt girl group, and like, oh, I just love this album so much. And this album I had to get because Starry Night was kind of what made me discover Mamamoo, and like, oh, I just love these. I love the packaging, I love the colors. A lot of people say they don't like the yellow on the green, but I actually really love it. But yeah, so I really love these. Love Mamamoo. What queens. I'm so sorry for the change in lighting. I ran out of time and I had to go to work, so I'm just gonna do the rest of these albums at night because why not? I've already done all like groups at this point, so I'm just gonna do albums of like groups or solo artists that I have where I just have like one, so I don't have like that many where I'm still working on it. Okay, so let's start with ITZY. I like when this came out, like Icy and like all the other songs, like when this album came out, I just fell in love with ITZY. That's when I started to stan, so I had to get this album. This is the I'm pretty sure this is the ITZ version. Yeah, it's the ITZ version. And it's just the prettiest thing ever. I have the Yuna cover, and yes, I love this album. It's just so pretty, and like I would 100% recommend buying it. It's just, oh, it's beautiful. I love it. Okay, moving on to NCT. I actually have another NCT album. It's NCT 127. I have one of their albums coming, but so far this is the only NCT album I have. When I started standing NCT, I wanted an album that had all the members in it. Well, now there's now there's 21, but at the time when I bought this there were 18 members, so I wanted something that had all of them in it, and I decided to buy the Empathy album, and this is like one of my favorite albums in K-pop. This album is just so amazing, and like music wise it's amazing, and I love how it has like their names on the sides, and the photo book is really, really thick. Like I would 100% recommend buying this. Okay, next is Woosung's first mini album, Wolf, and I just love Woosung. I love The Rose. I'm planning on buying like all their albums. I just haven't gotten around to it because I've been broke, and also there have been a lot of comebacks this month. But yeah, I love the way this opens. Oh, how cool is that? Like, that is so cool. But yeah, I really love this album. Then I have this. This is the only album I have that I haven't bought. It was a present for my birthday, and it's Triple H's Retrofuturism. I love this album so much. I love the way it's kind of like a magazine. I love the way it opens. Just love everything about this album. Like, it just looks like a magazine, and like it has like a sticker card with it. Like, oh, I just love it so much. Oh, I put that in wrong. Hold on. There we go. But I really love this album. It is just perfection. It's not really fitting into the frame. I'm like struggling here. But yeah, I really love this album. And then I have Kyuhyun's album. This is a single album, so it only has, I think, yeah, it only has 3 songs on it. I remember when I got into K-pop, I fell in love with Kyuhyun. I just really love, like, I didn't even know he was in Super Junior. I just like fell in love with his like ballads, and I'm like a sucker for ballads. So when he came back from the military, like I was waiting for him to come back, and he came out with this. I just had to buy it. There's 2 different versions, but I only ended up buying one because I'm broke. But no, I just love the way you open it and then you like see him there. Oh, it's just, and I reckon this is probably one of like the prettiest photo books like I own, like album wise. Okay, next I have the only signed album I own, and I've kept it like packaged, like wrapped, so it like won't get damaged. But this is Victon's Voice to New World album, and I'm trying to keep the light off of it so you can see the signatures. And it's signed by all 7 members. I'm not gonna open the packaging. I've already looked through this a few times, so now it's just neatly gonna be packed, and I can admire it. But no, I really wanted my first signed album to be something like from a group I really love and find like something meaningful, like, and Victon was like just perfect for that because I love them so much. I always wondered why Victon's albums were so expensive, and when I got this I realized, not just like because of the signatures, but like it is like it was so much bigger than I expected, and like the photo book is so thick, so I was like, okay, that's why they're so expensive. But no, I really love this. I like to only collect signed albums when they're from like a group I really, really, really love. Like they're up there in my alt list. So I like I don't like buy them often, but this one I had to buy because like I love Victon. This is the last thing I have. I actually, again, I didn't buy this. I got it for free when I bought like something else off a seller, and they gave me this. This is the soundtrack to While You Were Sleeping. I had like a complete mind blank just then. No, the seller gave this to me for free, and I was just like so ecstatic. I love this K-drama. So this isn't technically, I guess, an album really, but I just thought I'd include it because it's just pretty, and like, yes, watch this show, it's amazing. But yeah. So those were all the albums I've collected through my 1 year of collecting. It's not much, like some people collect so much in 1 year, but like I'm broke. But I'm really happy with my collection. It's small, but it's cute. I haven't counted how many I have. I think I have somewhere over 30, I think. I'm not sure though. But no, I really love like my little collection, and I hope I can keep collecting. But yeah, that's all. I hope you guys like this. Yeah.